guys, it's Glenn from glenscarcollection.com, and today we're going to talk about one of my all-time favorite cars, the E39 M5. All right, remember, if you like what you see on this channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. I post 3 videos a week, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern Time. Like and share this video so our channel can grow, and as always, leave a positive comment below. Leave a comment because I respond to each and every one. I don't have a social media person, so I'm the guy. So leave a comment and I will respond to you. All right, so one of my favorite cars is the E39 M5. I've never owned one, and now I'm going to pretty convinced that I never will own one. So this beautiful example sold on Bring a Trailer recently, and it sold for this sky-high price. And let's go over the video and actually find out why. So quick E39 M5 story. I would never have all these German cars. We're sitting in my 2020 M340iX drive right now. That's my daily driver. I also have an E46 M3. I've had a couple of them. A 1M, a Z3M Coupe I've had previously, an M2, E90 M3. I would own none of those BMWs, an E36. I would own none of those BMWs if it wasn't for a drive in an E39 M5. So as a young kid, I worked for, when I first started in real estate, jobs commission, just like it is now, but you don't make any money. So I actually did 2 jobs. I did a overnight job as a security guard for Mercedes from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. And then I also had a day job once a week delivering press cars to the car magazines and to auto journalists. So back in 2000, I was doing this. I got to drive the first E39 M5 in the country. So there was, Z3 was popular then. I went to the BMW Tech Center to pick it up. I forgot where I was driving it to and delivering it to, but there were a bunch of Z3s there. Everybody wanted the Z3. I ran a couple people over to get in that E39 M5. And I had only driven American cars before that. I've had Mustang GTs, Camaro Z28s, a couple old Corvettes, and you know, I thought they were the best cars ever, especially the Corvettes. This, like the C4 Corvette, you know, my $10,000 car. But I drove a brand new E39 M5 in 2000, and I could not believe it. How good that car was, how comfortable was its speed, how stable it was at speed, and a high revving engine. You know, the Corvettes and the Camaros are shifting at 4,800 RPM because they have a 5,000 RPM redline. You know, this car went to 7,000 or whatever it went to, and I just couldn't believe that engine singing, and it handled. And at that time, it was the fastest 4-door car in the world. So let's go over the specs on the car. It's got a 4.9 liter V8 that's also found in the BMW Z8. It makes 394 horsepower, 369 foot-pounds of torque. So compared to my E46 M3, it feels very, very torquey. It has a 0 to 60 time very similar to the E46 M3. I think it was about 5 seconds, but at the time, maybe 4.9 seconds. But at the time, it was actually the fastest 4-door car in the world. So here we have just about 400 horsepower and a 0 to 60 time of just under 5 seconds. Now, the great news is, especially if you're looking to buy one, it only comes with one transmission, a 6-speed manual, Getrag manual transmission. Very good transmission. A lot of people put, you know, a shorter shifter or shifters from the E60 M5 to improve it. BMW was great that they had a shifter, but, you know, it could use a little shorter throw on it. Also comes with a limited slip differential. Now, so what makes this car sell for so much money? Well, here in the United States, they were sold 4 model years, 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003. So this is 2003, which is the final model year. It's Imola Red, which is a very popular color, and they didn't make so many in Imola Red, so I noticed that these sell. This is one of the colors that brings the most money on it. It had black extended leather. You know, it's got all the right options, the xenon lights, obviously the power and heated seats. It also comes with navigation. So why did this car sell for so much money? Was it a low mileage car? So when this car came, you know, I was hoping it would be a $20,000 car. Believe me, if it was $20,000, $25,000, I'd bought it. So I'm very jealous of the seller for what he got, and I'm very jealous of the buyer for owning this cool car. I believe it had no modifications. It was essentially a one-owner car. There were 2 owners on the Carfax, and it's supposedly the same owner. The person traded it in to get something else, regretted it, and bought the car back. So I guess he had to re-register it, so he's the same owner on the Carfax. No modifications, no accidents, I'm assuming original paint. So when you add all that up together, especially with the Imola Red and being the last year, that's a pretty rare find. That's a unicorn. So that, and always the last year, even like on the 993 Turbo, the 1997 model years, the 2005 NSX, the last year always sells for a lot more money than, say, the year before it. So the collectors like the last year. And so you have a lot of things going for this car, so it was going to sell for big money. So I was hoping it'd be a $20,000, $25,000 car, which is not going to happen. I was hoping realistically it would sell for $30,000. Now, probably 5 years ago, I saw low mileage 03s for $30,000. You know, EAG is, you know, selling cars for $150,000 now. But anyway, this car sold for $50,000. Now, I believe the actual sale on Bring a Trailer was $49,000, but there's a 5% buyer's commission, buyer's premium that goes to Bring a Trailer. So roughly he paid, you know, another $2,000 over that, so really $51,000. By the time you register for tax in your home state, you're probably at $53,000, $54,000, $55,000. So will it go up from here? I don't know. So the car actually has, and this is the shocker, at least to me anyway, it has 102,000 miles on it. So I expect that price, $49,000 is insane, I think, for a 102,000 mile car. Maybe I'm biased because I'm so jealous and I wanted to buy it for my collection. So I'm certainly envious of the buyer and jealous that the seller got that money. But, you know, two people bidding against it online brings all the money. My issue, I guess, would Bring a Trailer, because I've sold some pristine cars and everybody told me to put it on Bring a Trailer, and I've sent photos and talked to Bring a Trailer, and they've really wanted me to sell the cars there in the past. But the problem is they give you really low reserves. Like some of my cars I was able to get 8,000 or 10,000 more than the reserve they gave me. Now, just could be a bad day. There could be other cars competing against each other, maybe even a better low mileage or cleaner car or something like that. You never know how that auction is going to end. Something can be going on in the world that people aren't paying attention to auctions, so you don't really choose when your auction posts, and you don't choose, obviously, when it ends. So that could be a big factor. What I didn't want to do is if I was selling a car for 30 that it only got 20, and I'd have to go through with the sale. So that's why I never chose Bring a Trailer. And who knows, maybe my cars would have went up in value too, I don't know. But I think, unfortunately, I'm never going to be able to own an E39 M5, because now everybody that sees this auction who has a 100,000 mile car is going to want $49,000 for it. Now, this is, you know, you need two people bidding in an auction. Auction can always potentially drive the price. Auction can also make the price very low. But, you know, that's, I just think we had a perfect storm here. We had Imola Red, we had Black Extended Leather, we had 2003, which is the final model year. Essentially the original owner, if that story was true, which I'm sure it is. You know, no accidents, no modifications, so it's really a unicorn when you look like that. So maybe this is a $30,000 car that happened to sell for $49,000 because you had that perfect storm. Let me know what you think in the comment. What do you think this car is worth? It's gorgeous. I'd love to drive it. I'd love to do a review of an E39 M5. My friend Chris had the supercharged one that we did very early when the channel started. You could probably search that review up here. His supercharger was crazy fast. I think he took the supercharger off now. Love to do another E39 M5, especially in a color like blue or red or something like that. All right, email me if you have one. Let me know in the comments below what you think this car should have sold for and what do you think of this price. I will respond to each and every comment. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.